Yo, hello everybody. Welcome on both YouTube and Twitch. Looks like we got some people rolling in. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. Frisk is having a good Wednesday. She's wearing, hold on, let me take this off. There we go. I had to show her to you guys because look at this cute little hoodie. It actually, she really does. I'll tell you guys, she does not want to be here right now. Okay, let's put this on. You guys see? Oh, it barely stays on because of her ears. We're trying. But yeah, I'm having a good Wednesday so far. Been not a super busy day, but I recorded the Silent Hill F spoiler cast today with Gene and Brad, so you guys can look forward to that on Saturday for Last Stand Media. I released a video yesterday. We can talk about that in a bit. What else did I do? Played a little bit of Ghost of Yote, played a little bit of Mario Galaxy. So it's been a fun day. And so yeah, today we will be talking about really whatever you guys want, but the main topic is going to be about Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty. Since Battlefield 6, guys, coming out real soon. Man, it really snuck up on us, or at least it snuck up on me. I have a photo of Frisk in my gallery that I've forgotten about. Keep it going. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Friday, right? Yeah, Friday is the day for Battlefield. Now, Zane asked, did you play Black Ops 7? Not yet. But I've seen people talk about it. Is it in open beta yet? The no skill-based matchmaking COD beta was pretty sick. Dude, that to me feels like desperation. Open beta ends today already? I gotta download this. I guess I gotta play tonight. Damn. So I guess I'll play that later tonight after I'm done here. But that's crazy. 11 a.m. Friday for Battlefield 6. 100% desperation. That's kind of how I felt about it. But we'll get into that. We will get into all of that good stuff. Frisk, I don't think Frisk wants to be here, guys. I think we need to release her. I'm not going to do I want to touch on streamer drama? I'm not going to not going to force Frisk to sit in on the entire stream. You know? So, we're going to release her. She's gonna go to the door. Hold on. Come on. You wanna go? Alright. We have freed Frisk. Shot collar time. I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I saw that he showed that it was not a shot collar. I don't really know, and honestly, I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care about streamers. A little ironic, I guess. Frisk is getting a beating tonight. So yeah, guys, I'm playing Ghost of Yote. Pretty fun. But I've been not like 100% thorough with each section, but I'm starting to get already burnt out on the second section. Let me tell you, these open world games. How are my thumbs? Just fine. Totally fine. I mean, this thumb is always screwed up. It's just always going to be screwed up. But it hasn't been bothering me recently. So, open world fatigue. I don't even think that it's open world fatigue. I think that I've just never cared. Not that I've never cared. I I don't know. I'm not like ever since Assassin's Creed 2 and like the open world million things to do, I'm just not really into it. I never have been. There are open world games that I've really liked, but I've never, I don't know, been like, man, I need to take every encampment. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to change things up a little bit from last week. Let's go ahead and get right into the topic with Battlefield. Let me move this over here. Can we find some Call of Duty beta? You know, the Hollower being delayed is a surprise. Yeah, I guess it's a little surprising. Now, here's something kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and move over to the PC. Aw, it's not capturing this window anymore. Here we go. Okay. Immediately when I search Call of Duty beta, it's not good. I don't want to just watch somebody's trailer, so we're just going to put on something random here. So the beta is going on right now. People are, I think, mixed on it. In fact, the main clip that I've seen come out about this beta is that gun that lets you shoot through walls, which to me, I mean, I haven't played it, doesn't look very fun. Just looks kind of eh. So, and I think right now too, with Call of Duty, this beta is kind of having a lukewarm reaction outside of the skill-based matchmaking, which, again, as I said earlier, sounds like a desperation move, right? So now what's interesting is that people have played both Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6. And what I wanted to touch on was, let me see if I can actually bring this up real quick. If I search my own name. Do you guys remember this video that I did? In fact, the beginning of this video, hold on, I don't have my earbuds in, so I can't hear it. Just put this one in for a second. No, Battlefield is not going to beat Call of Duty this year. That's what I said. I said Battlefield is not going to beat Call of Duty this year. Guys, I got to be honest. I think that's probably still overall true. But man, I think it's going to be a lot closer than I thought. I think we'll really know this Friday. But I'm just thinking that Battlefield's just going to be hugely successful. EA says 100 million copies will be sold for Battlefield 6. I mean, what does Call of Duty normally sell? I think that sales-wise, probably not. Probably not. Though, you know, there's this old stuff about them losing $300 million or whatever on Game Pass, but it'll probably still just be fine, right? Nothing ever beats COD sales numbers, but this will be the best Battlefield release since Bad Company days. I don't think that's necessarily true, because Hogwarts Legacy beat Call of Duty. Call of Duty is normally 20 to 30 million. So, while Hogwarts Legacy is kind of a different beast, obviously, than a competing FPS, I think that I could certainly see, while Call of Duty may have better sales overall, that the long-term Battlefield 6, is going to be locked in. I would lock in right now, unless they fuck it up, which is certainly possible. Let's bring some of you guys in. Battlefield 6, better game at launch, but post-launch support will determine if it beats it. Yes, exactly what I was just saying. So we totally agree on that. I don't see people buying Battlefield 6 in place of Black Ops 7. People that are going to buy COD are always going to buy it. I think Battlefield will see some overlap along with some relapsing fans of the series. I think that this is anecdotal, right? But I do feel like there's a feeling where people are coming out of the woodworks for Battlefield 6. And I think, too, that there's an element of, I don't know, we say this every year, but it never happens, so maybe I'm wrong, but there is an element of Call of Duty fatigue, and I think there's a different feeling where Black Ops 6 was so promising when it came out, and it quickly, I don't want to say quickly fell off, but it fell off for a lot of people. And I wonder if that's lingering. It's certainly lingering for me, where I was all about Black Ops 6 when it came out. And I had a ton of fun playing it. And it's not even just the skins. It was just like the overall support, some of the balancing of the weapons. I was like, what are we doing here? You know? So I wonder if that's lingering for some people. Yeah, I enjoyed Black Ops 6 for the month. Then the insanity started. Yeah. So Zane says Battlefield is certainly more favored in hardcore spaces. I don't see COD falling off at all for casuals. I think that while COD isn't going to fall off for casuals, I think the difference, when I made my original video, this one here, the Battlefield 6, what's the catch, saying that Call of Duty is always going to beat Battlefield, I think that remains true. I just think that Battlefield 6 is going to be a much bigger success than I had even thought before. I think that they absolutely have the chance to fuck it up. And I wonder too, I'm curious what you guys think about this, is I was seeing, who's emailing me? Oh, never mind. I saw a Jack Frags video that a lot of people during the beta, the hardcore Battlefield fans, were complaining that the maps were too small and it was too Call of Duty-like, which I think is what made casuals or people, we'll just say more casual FPS fans, like people that buy Call of Duty every year, more interested in Battlefield. The Jack Frags video I saw was showing a much larger map, and it's to my understanding that the maps overall are much bigger than what was in the beta. And I wonder what kind of effect that's going to have on people when they play the game for real. Is that casual crowd not going to like it as much because of that? Hard to say. Of course, the Battlefield faithful will be all about it. But let's see what you guys are saying right now. I put over 300 hours into Black Ops 6. Need a new online FPS experience. You should play the finals. And Battlefield has funner teamwork for playing with friends. I find now after the beta will be my first Battlefield. Can't wait to play Battlefield 6 with the boys. You know, Meatball, some people, I've seen some comments where people get annoyed that I always say I'm playing games with the boys. But I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Of course I'm playing. They're the boys. Of course we're going to play with the boys. Battlefield 6 is full copy on the disc for us physical folks. God bless you. I will not be playing. I will be buying digital on PC. Just because that's, what you got to do for PC. But it's cool that it's on the disc for physical. Those people don't have the boys. That's right. They don't have the boys to play with. They don't get it. I hope that the maps in Battlefield are larger and better than we had in the beta. Those were super small for Battlefield maps. I agree. Overall, I agree that they were definitely a little small. But I wonder too, like the Jack Frags video had so much more equipment. And I wonder how that's going to change up the flow of the game as a whole. Will we get a Battlefield 6 Sacred stream with you and Chris? maybe I threw out the idea of doing a stream without Colin, and he was, I don't know, he seemed kind of upset by it. We got to get Colin in to play, which is not going to happen. So, who knows? So, yeah, I just wonder. It's so hard to tell with Call of Duty, guys, right? And I mentioned this on Sacred all the time that, oh yeah, Chris isn't playing Battlefield. You're right. I forgot about that. I mentioned this all the time on Sacred, is that we are in the bubble. And while the bubble is important, it's not the majority of gamers going out and buying games. And within the bubble right now, Call of Duty mid. So I just wonder if what's in the bubble translates to the real world. But I wonder if a lot of Call of Duty fans, like hardcore, not necessarily hardcore, but we'll say like the casual Call of Duty enjoyer that buys it every year, I wonder if they're just going to buy it. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm sure that's a significant portion, but I'm very curious how it's going to turn out. I hope Call of Duty is still at least appealing a little bit for me. I'm going to play this beta tonight because apparently it's the last night. Sorry, someone in the chat. Dustin gave you been reading Absolute Batman? I've not been reading Absolute Batman. I don't know what that is. Do you think if Battlefield had a Mega Man collab that Colin would be down? Maybe. Probably not. To be honest, I think a lot of Battlefield or Black Ops 7 hate comes from people who don't play Call of Duty yearly anyway. That is probably true. Lockmort, what's up, dude? Let me know if you get smoked in the no skill-based matchmaking playlist. We'll see. Lockmort is in on Battlefield. When are we dropping? Here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. First of all, Battlefield, not pre-ordering. On a principle. Will I buy it on launch day? Probably. But I don't trust DICE and EA when it comes to servers on launch day. The other thing, more important, arguably, Friday is my anniversary. So I'm taking Holly to a nice dinner in Pittsburgh and gonna hang out with her. But maybe later in the night, I'll be getting on Battlefield. We'll see. Probably should just spend the day with my wife. Probably. How much time do you think you're going to spend on Battlefield? It's hard to say. It depends on if they fuck it up or not. Probably a good amount of time. Like a lot of time. I'm really curious about the Battle Royale. Battle Royale could be gas. But we don't know yet. My wife wanted to let you know she likes your cup. This is a cup that I actually got for Holly on Easter. It is a Peeps Hello Kitty collab that I bought at Walmart. But they're like some of the biggest cups we have, so I often use it. Dustin, have you jumped into Galaxy 1 and 2 yet? Yes, I've been playing 1, and it's been awesome. Invite Holly onto Battlefield. What a way to spend your anniversary. She wouldn't like that. I had a super chat earlier. I almost missed it. I'm sorry. It says, so why do both games censor Arc Raiders in chat? That's a good question. I didn't know Battlefield did, but I did see that Arc Raiders was censored on Call of Duty, and that's pretty funny. Like, to me, Arc Raiders, I mean, I guess it's competition because you only have so much money to buy games, but it's like, it's not the same. I am really excited to check out Arc Raiders, though. I'm going to do that when they do that open server slam. I'm absolutely checking that out. I'm really excited to peep it. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Supports me and the channel. I got bills to pay. Not really. I mean, I do have bills to pay in my life. The channel doesn't have bills other than I pay Jimmy. So, it helps out. Let's see, so pumped for Arc Raiders, but I'm struggling to figure it out budget-wise. So many damn games. Guys, yeah, there's just... I mean, that's what we talked about last week on stream. There's just so many games coming out right now. It's tough to afford them all. It's tough to play them all. It's tough to find time to play them all. So, honestly, it's good to just pick and choose when you can. And then pick up a game later on sale. That's like, dude, Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, that's going to be a Black Friday game. I'm picking that up on Black Friday. Better be on sale. Will you play Marathon when it comes out? Yes. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. We'll see what the reviews say. I don't want to just pick up a $40 game if it sucks. So if people are into it, then yeah, I'll check it out. So probably I'll play Marathon. Is Metroid 4 a day one for you, Dustin? More than likely. Again, I have no problem spending money on games, but if they're kind of mixed, then I might wait. But I guess Metroid Prime 4 is never going to get cheaper. And I have a hard time imagining that it's no less than stellar. I wonder how much Jimmy costs. I don't know if I can disclose that. Yeah, ask him. I don't know if he's taking on new business, but I just wish you could do Sacred Streaming with Chris and Brad in a squad playing Marathon. I mean, I could see us doing that. You gotta let Colin know it's okay. He can take a week or two off for certain multiplayer gaming events. It would be sweet on Monday to do Battlefield. Like Battlefield, me, Chris, Brad. I wonder if my computer... I'm sure my computer could probably handle streaming and playing at the same time. Managed to pick up the new Pokemon for around $30 on Switch One. How did you pull that off? Do that on Monday for Battlefield? That would be cool. That would be super cool. Though, wait, Chris isn't playing. I keep forgetting that. So it would be like me and Brad playing Battlefield. And the other thing, too, that's a little scary for me, guys, is... Then you got... I'm not insane pro gamer at FPS. I'm decent. I was doing pretty good at Battlefield by the end of the beta. But everyone's going to be like, oh, this guy sucks. I would still do it. I've played COD on stream before, like when we did the versus Jaffe. That was fun. What if Colin produces and reads super chats? Colin doesn't have any control over the stream because it's not being done on his computer. It's being done on my computer. So unfortunately, he just wouldn't be able to do that. He could just hang out. The streaming setup that Sacred Streaming has, I don't want to say it's like super complicated or anything. It's not. It's just, it's not like how when we record, we just go on this app called Zencaster and are able to just record. Like, I'm running the OBS from my computer. Then we use a service that's free called Video Ninja. And that's how we get everyone's webcams and audio into the stream. Then I have to place those into OBS through a browser element. So, you know, it can be, if you're not like proficient in OBS, it could be confusing. Toxmod, what's up, dude? How are you? Whoops. Colin can... I accidentally clicked this. Colin can do autistic PlayStation trivia as you guys play. That could work. Papa Jaffe in for full chaos. That actually might be kind of fun. So I saw this. I'm going to do this on YouTube. There's a way that you can do a poll. Let's see. Are you buying BF6? Start poll. That's kind of cool. We should do this on Sacred Streaming sometime. This is like my beta ground for testing out stuff on stream. Dude, Colin's questions weren't bad at all. And I think that's the conclusion that we reached, is that they weren't bad questions. They just needed a little more variety, I would say. They were very analytical, date-driven. Someone asked a question earlier. Sometimes my chat is a little bit behind. Somebody asked about the... Oh, here. Did you guys record the Silent Hill spoiler cast yet? Yes, we recorded that earlier today. Guys, I have so many ideas for when I get to make the questions. It's gonna be good. I hope it's good. I hope you guys like it. So, guys, I want to transition to another topic I want to talk about. My new video, if you guys haven't seen it yet, is about baby steps. I gotta be honest, guys. Kind of bombed. The video kind of bombed. That's okay. I'm just being transparent with you guys about this YouTube channel, since you guys are the hardcore supporters. But I was surprised. I was like, oh, I guess people are not very interested in baby steps, which kind of is part of the point. I mean, I don't want to say part of the point of the video, but I have noticed that people are pretty meh on this game outside of streamers. A lot of people are just like, this is a streamer game. Let's see, I saw it and I commented first and gave it some hype. Thank you. And I know probably a lot of people here did watch it, and I really appreciate that. It's just been interesting. Like, earlier this week, actually over the weekend, I was talking to Jimmy and I was like, okay, I'm recording footage for a Baby Steps video, and I'm also recording footage for potentially a Ghost of Yote video. I decided to do the Baby Steps video because I thought there's going to be so much competition in the Ghost of Yote video. And it's not going to be like a review. It's going to be like my first weekend with Ghost of Yote. So maybe I should have done the Yote one. I mean, you don't know until you find out. So yeah, I don't know what the next video is going to be though. We'll have to find out. Maybe a Battlefield video will be in order, since that's going to be out by next week. Did you see the new blue DualSense? I did. Straight up the beginning of Baby Steps made me depressed. Well, that's interesting. Have you pre-ordered Tomba 2? If so, what version, guys? I did pre-order Tomba 2. Begrudgingly from Limited Run Games. That's the only thing they can get me on. I can't control it, that they're the ones handling it. And I did pre-order the big one. Because I pre-ordered the big one for Tomba 1. So it's like, I have the one, I gotta get the other one, you know? Whatever, fuck them. Yep, unfortunately limited run. I look forward to having the collector's edition in 2 years. Did you see that Pikmin video that Nintendo uploaded? I did see that yesterday and the new version today. The people that didn't think it was Pikmin, I was like, are you serious? You seriously don't think this is a Pikmin thing? I don't know what my bigger question is, like, what's this all about? Like, what are they marketing? Are they gearing people up for a new Pikmin game? It kind of felt like it, but also not at the same time. Used up all my hype on the baby steps video for you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll still be honest about the hyping stuff, guys. I have no idea what the hyping... Well, I know what it does. I don't know how much it helps. If that makes sense. So I'm just like, yeah, go for it. We'll see if it helps, and I appreciate all the support on it. So let's see. Tomorrow's Sacred Day. Guys, I got a busy few days ahead of me. Tomorrow is Sacred Recording. Well, I have to edit Duke tonight. Sacred Recording tomorrow. Sacred Editing tomorrow. Friday, I don't know if his videos are live, but I will be on Moore's Law is Dead this Friday on that podcast. So check that out when it happens. Looking forward to it. Your PS5 Pro video is on the top 100 hype charts. I did see that, which was super cool. Thank you guys for that. Raguchi, what's up, dude? Have you used the DualSense Edge? Got one right here, baby. I gotta be honest, this controller's this back here. That's the only reason I bought this controller. It's the only reason. Back buttons. Other than that, it's just okay. It's nowhere near as nice as the Xbox Elite controller. Broken Silicon usually comes out on Mondays for patrons. Okay, so maybe that's on Monday then where it'll be... Oh, for patrons at least. I don't know when it's coming out. I just know that I'm recording it on Friday. Okay, here's back to some of the Call of Duty stuff. Totally anecdotal, but almost all the COD heads I know are totally uninterested in Black Ops 7 and are instead getting Battlefield 6. This is what I was saying. I feel like there's something in the air right now about Call of Duty and Battlefield. Kind of interesting. I think that Call of Duty will win, quote unquote. I'm just saying that I don't think it's a 0% chance that at the end of the year, Battlefield sells more. It's not impossible. Very unlikely. Just heard that version 3 of the DualSense Edge is coming out with a swappable rechargeable battery. Yeah, we talked about that on Sacred. That'd be cool. Have you Mega Bonked yet? Yes. Not a ton, but I have played some Mega Bonk. I'd like to play it on stream at some point. We must not forget that Infinite Warfare beat Battlefield 1. That's true, and Battlefield 1, as good as it was, did not have the hype that Battlefield 6 does. It just doesn't. Battlefield 6 has way more hype than Battlefield 1. Absolutely. If Maddie loses in Sacred Trivia, make the punishment he has to buy a ROG Ally. The punishment is $1,000. You have to purchase a $1,000 item. Feels a little rough. Quick question for you guys. Are you guys getting ads on this stream? Have you guys been hit with an ad at all? I have them set automatically, but I don't even know if it did an ad on the last stream. Have you tried Clover Pit? No, not yet. I'd like to try the Ball Pit demo. James Solar said he had an ad. Okay. It's working as intended. Sorry, guys. I got ads. Okay, on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch, you're definitely going to get ads. Hey, Dustin, have you played Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster? Did I miss you talking about it? I own it, and I started the first one, but I played the first one like 2 years ago. And I couldn't do it. I was like, it's been too recent since I've played Suikoden 1. And then I just never, I want to go play Suikoden 2. It's ready for me. But, there's just so much shit to play right now. Are you streaming on Twitch too? Yes, I am streaming on Twitch also. Let's see how that's doing over there. 13 viewers. Shout out to everybody on Twitch or YouTube. Wherever you want to watch, that's fine. If you want, there are subscriptions on Twitch. Also, there are channel memberships on YouTube. If you allow me to do a little bit of self-promotion, that do get you special emotes for the chat if you would like. But it's no obligation. It's no obligation. We got a super chat from Obama. Keep it up, man. Doing a great job. Thank you, Obama. Appreciate it. Thank you for that super chat. 117 viewers. Damn. Is YouTube the place to be for small streamers? So here's the way I look at it. This is the honest talk, the business talk of this stream. So I like streaming to YouTube, first of all, because my Twitch audience is not real. I mean, I was away from my Twitch for so long. So there are some of you still there, 14 of you watching live. Thank you. My hope is that Twitch, if people want to use their Amazon Prime subscriptions, then that's available to them. I like YouTube because I can pull, more people are alerted to my stream. The visibility is better because it pushes out to my current subscribers. And I like the fact that the video exists on my YouTube channel, the VOD of the stream forever. So people can, a lot of time, dude, I am shocked how many people go back and watch the VOD. And so if you have a 2-hour stream, there's a VOD and it has ads on it, it's monetized, you make some money off that. So why not do both? Stream on Twitch for people that want to use their Amazon Prime sub, which I gotta be honest, again, no diss towards the Twitch audience. I thought that when I came back to Twitch that more of my 4,300 followers would tune into the stream, but they haven't. And that's okay. A lot of people, I think, are just, that audience is choosing to watch on YouTube instead, which I think is a better experience overall. But more super chats from Awesome Tatum? 10K in your future very soon. Let's go, Dustin. Thank you. We are working our way up. In every video I post, like I mentioned earlier, the baby steps video didn't super hit very well. It's actually probably my lowest performing video since I came back. Even then, let me look it up here. Every video I post, it's worth it just because you get more and more subscribers. I got 29 subscribers from the baby steps video. So even if it is 2K views or whatever, worth it for the subs. You grow slowly at a time. What is my subscriber count currently? 8,289. Pretty crazy. If anyone's watching that hasn't subscribed yet, now's the chime. That's the pitch that's free, baby. It's free to subscribe. I never get Twitch notifications. Weird. Could have had hundreds from a Kronos video. I don't think so. I don't think so. See, I'm not sure it makes sense for me in regards to a live podcast recording that gets edited and reposted anyway. Agree with your thoughts regardless. I had a discussion with Colin like a week or two into Sacred Streaming that I suggested the idea of co-streaming on Twitch just because, and again, this is business talk. I don't want to make it sound like we're being super greedy or anything, but we are a business. We got people to pay, things to do. My suggestion was if we stream on Twitch also, how much of our audience has Twitch or Amazon Prime that would be happy to give us that subscription? And we could just stream in both places and get the Twitch Prime and be on YouTube. So that was my suggestion. Colin said, nah. And I was like, that's fair. It wasn't like something I was like deeply convicted about. Because Twitch, a lot of people I think right now are kind of on Twitch. Another super chat from Marco Bruno says, put this in the Weeb merch fund. Thank you. The Weeb merch fund. I don't know if I have any Weeb stuff that I'm all that interested in right now. You know? I got to think about that, though. I'll keep that in my back pocket. That's no co-streaming. That's multi-streaming. Okay, I might have misspoke. You're missing out on my $1,000 super cats super chat on Twitch. I can check the Twitch. Yeah, well, yeah, you don't have super chats on Twitch, but it looks like we got some new followers on Twitch, which is cool. Keep it open. Is the Twitch Prime sub a lesser payout than a standard one? I honestly don't know. I want to say you get like $2, $2 or $2.50 from a Twitch sub. I think that the Prime is the same. Go see Perfect Blue in theaters. Dude, I kind of want to. But here's what I was thinking about Perfect Blue in theaters. I could go see it in a theater, or I could just use that money and buy it on 4K Blu-ray when it's released on 4K Blu-ray, because certainly it's going to. And then I don't have to drive an hour to a movie theater. If the movie theater was close, then I would just do both. It's a big commitment, because the movie theater in Butler fucking sucks. It sucks, guys. So yeah, driving an hour, I was thinking about maybe seeing Tron, but I saw some reviews that it's bad. How much was that Balenciaga tee? Radic, what's up, dude? This is the new Evangelion crossover with Balenciaga. So I don't want to disclose how much I paid for it. You know, premium designer prices. Please go see Tron this weekend so it can live as an IP. Thank you. Guys, I'm not going to go see it if it sucks. I like Tron. Tron Legacy was good. There's AI slop at the Tron premiere. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it's annoying, but it's not like... It's whatever. I don't know. It's just going to keep happening, guys. I guess we can, if we shit on it, then people maybe stop doing it. Keep it up, brother. Greetings from Germany. Thank you. Love to see you. It's cool to have a worldwide audience. How bad can the theater in Butler be that you have to drive an hour to another one? Here's how bad it is. I mean, it's not the worst theater I've ever been to. First of all, there's no stadium seating. That's the first thing. Second one, the screens, not very big. Last time I was in that theater, I was sitting there and I was looking and I'm like, dude, the size of this screen and the ratio of where I'm sitting is almost the same as when I'm at home. So I'd rather just watch a movie at home. So it is what it is. Yeah, no stadium seating. Sucks. I have to go to a different theater. The other theater I go to is called South Pike Cinemas, and it's in Sarver, PA, which is somehow, smaller than Butler, much smaller than Butler, actually. And they have a nicer theater than us. It's 25-minute drive, though. Other than that, if I wanted to see Perfect Blue, I need to go to the Waterfront in Pittsburgh, and that's an hour drive. Is the Butler Theater cheap at least? Honestly, it's been so... The last movie I saw there was... what's that war movie about photographers? Civil War. I saw Civil War there. I don't remember how much I paid. Oh, motorcycle. There's a nice one in Squirrel Hill. Yeah, there's lots of nice ones in Pittsburgh. Did I check the poll results? No. Wow, 107 votes. Okay, so the poll results are 47% yes, 53% no. Which for the Last Stand audience, which is very diverse gaming, that's pretty good. Almost half of you guys are buying Battlefield. Have I seen Warfare? No. Jimmy told me about it. He said it was very good. Yeah, Alex Garland, dude. Alex Garland, the GOAT. I even liked Men, the movie Men. Take it easy. Lockmore's going to clip that. The movie Men, I'm not saying it was great. I'm just saying it was interesting. It was interesting. A couple more super chats. I want to answer this actually. Okay, I'm going to get to the super chats. I want to answer this question before I forget. Dustin, who are your favorite gaming-related YouTubers? My favorite gaming-related YouTubers. I love Digital Foundry. You guys know about that. I love Kyle Bossman. I watch Kyle Bossman every Friday. He's great. I watch Mystic Ryan. Who else started? I really like, dude, if it's an FPS game, I'm always watching Jack Frags. He's great. So hopefully that's a good list overall. Let's get to these super chats. Obama again with another super chat says Dustin branded Discord finals LFG. I've wondered about playing finals, like seeing if people in the community would want to play with me. Finals is gonna have to go on the back burner though for now with Battlefield coming out. So, but yeah, if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description of all my videos. Not in this one, unfortunately. Dustin, will you do a video at main level games? I would like to. I have an idea for a video at main level games. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. Another super chat from Adam 2. Any advice for creators wanting to do what you do? Sure. There's the standard advice that you probably already heard that's like consistency. So that consistency is very important. The thing too is that in order to be good at any, this is so stupid, but I mean, it makes sense. In order to be good at anything, you have to just start doing it. So the first YouTube videos I made like over 10 years ago weren't very good. And even now, like looking back on 2 months ago when I started this channel, I would hope that my videos have improved just because I'm used to talking on a stream or on a podcast. Talking to just a camera recording is totally different somehow. I think obviously some of those skills transfer, so you got to just start doing it. And even if you suck, start doing it. Last suggestion, to something that is, I think I talked about either on this last stream or on some stream, whatever. With YouTube right now, it is your packaging of the video is as important as the content itself. There's the key to YouTube success. This is something Jimmy and I have talked about is you want to have a good click-through rate. So that means if YouTube spits out your video to someone, they see the title and the thumbnail, they click through. In combination, so plus having a good average watch duration. If YouTube sees those two things happening, you can literally see the moment where it says, hey, this is a good video. We're going to spit this out. There's a lot of myths, not myths. There's a lot of people that would be like, and I don't think anyone meant this disrespectfully to me. With the PS5 Pro video, there's and I think even Colin said like, you caught the algorithm. You got lucky with the algorithm. I don't think Colin said that, but other people are like, oh, you got lucky, that algorithm. It's like, no. If you make a good video that is interesting to people and they click on it and they watch it, then the algorithm says, yes, let's push this out to more people and more people and more people. And eventually it'll spit out to so many people that your click-through rate goes down. And that just means it's kind of hit the saturated market of what works. So that's my advice. Honestly, like, Learn as much as you can about making good thumbnails and titles. That's why I hired Jimmy to help me. So hopefully that helps. Game collecting is cool, but very niche on YouTube. That's true. But finding a good niche is important. The thing about game collecting is there are people that are very established and making really good videos. So you gotta keep that in mind. You gotta offer something either better or different than those people that are very good at it. To be honest, what I'm offering on this YouTube channel isn't anything better or different than anybody. It's just packaged really well. And I have a huge advantage from Sacred Symbols. I'm not going to deny that at all. So, consistency is the key. You'll find ways to improve with time. Staying consistent is hard. It is hard. I have been consistent in that I've released a video every week. My dream is to release 2 videos a week. But that's tough with everything else I have going on. You are different, Dustin. You are all we need. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm going to be all you need. I'm just making videos. I don't know. My I don't know, mission statement. I think I talked about this last week. Is just that there's so many people either making bad faith arguments or just putting out content because they need to make content in order to feed the business of their channel. And that's fine. I don't ever really want to make a video unless I have something that I feel like is worth saying. Like, I really debated this week. I'm like, do I make an Xbox video? Because an Xbox video, I mean, during this past week, last week, it would have been easy. But I'm like, I don't know if I have anything really to say. So who knows? Maybe if there's another, I'm sure that this Xbox stuff isn't over. Maybe at some point I will have something to say on Xbox. No, okay, here's the thing. I had a feeling someone was going to say this. Dang, can't believe you called out the homie Maddie. Maddie has good things to say. I actually was watching Maddie's videos on the Xbox stuff, and they were well researched, well informed, well spoken. He hit all those. So there's a difference. There's certain creators that I will not name that I see put out videos, and I'm like, you don't have any business talking about it. I mean, to each their own. To each their own. But yeah, you're just playing. I had assumed you were just playing, but I just wanted to be clear. Just be clear. Just really curious what the direction of the Dukes will take with their new show. I don't know where you heard the Dukes are going to have a new show. Right now, you know, they Defining Duke is good. I know we had talked about, I think it was on the stream on Monday, but the possibility of changing up their show, it's certainly possible, but as of right now, there's no they're not officially like changing the show around. I'm looking ahead. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's possible. Certainly possible. What about the guy who makes the videos about power lines and rivers and stuff? I don't know who that guy is. I watched his video about Red Dead Redemption power lines, and it was fucking awesome. Really good. Really good video. That guy's doing something really cool. Just like taking an idea that's you wouldn't have even thought was interesting, then it ends up being really interesting. Fantastic idea for a channel. King Dokez says, thanks for all the content with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for the support. Any Austin. Is that his name? Any Austin? Oh, yeah. Any, okay. Yeah, I've only seen that one video from him, but I was like, that shit was good. PC show would be kind of legit. My opinion on a PC show would be, I think that it would need to be very hardware focused. So, I don't know. At least your channel ain't too clickbaity or too ADHD ridden, if that makes sense. Well, some people would argue that it's clickbaity, but not everyone. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to do here. I do think about the ADHD content and how I definitely don't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to talk shit, but he's obviously a huge YouTuber. He's never gonna, think about me. But there's a guy who does cooking videos who has slowly transitioned into like Mr. Beast style cooking videos that are just like shot, like new shot, graphic, new shot. And I'm like, what happened to this channel? I can't remember even what his name is. I'm sure someone in the chat will know what I'm talking about. Wiseman. I think that is it. Is it Joshua Wiseman? Let me make sure. Yeah, it is Joshua Wiseman. I mean, here's the thing, guys, about, and it's no disrespect to Joshua Wiseman. I'm willing to bet that style of content is making him more money and has more fans than ever. So it just depends on what kind of path you want to take. Personally, I don't want to do that. I guess if there was like a spectrum, one might say, like, I think we talked about this on Sacred Streaming, that it's like, I've once argued that if we try to make our thumbnails and titles more clickable, Sacred Symbols would have a larger audience, and thus we would be more successful. Colin doesn't want to do that. That's totally fine. I'm like, with this YouTube channel, it's like, I don't want to be Mr. Beast, clickbait, crazy, I don't want to be that direction. But at the same time, I understand that in order to do YouTube, especially if you're new, starting out, which, like I've said before, I have a big leg up being on Sacred, you just got to make yourself marketable in the current landscape. If you want to grow, I don't want to say quickly, but at a standard pace. The red text in the thumbnails makes me chuckle. It works. Jimmy came up with that format for my thumbnails. Vines were the start of the downfall of the average attention span, speaking from experience. That could be true. That could be true. I used to watch Vine all the time, but I'm a millennial. Guilty as charged. Okay, this is a great thing to bring up. Colin and Samir, is that his name, Samir? Is an interesting follow. They interview YouTubers and talk about their changes over time. I think he addressed it in an interview with them. Are those the guys that do Colin and... Okay, yeah. So these two dudes, I actually just sent one of these videos to James Solar. They have a YouTube channel where they like break down how to do YouTube. And those are very helpful. Jimmy's thumbnails are a work of art. He does a good job. The number of adults in their late 20s I know that are completely addicted to short/TikTok is insane. Yeah, I go through phases. I don't use TikTok at all anymore. I do use Instagram Reels. And I go through phases where I will watch it a lot, but I'm sure it's nowhere near what a lot of people use it as. The only people who don't like the thumbnails are a select group of purist millennials dreaming about 2009 YouTube era. That's true. I think that is 100% true. Yeah. It is what it is. You got to play the game, and the game changes, boys. YouTube Shorts got better. I've thought about making YouTube Shorts for this channel. I've heard mixed things about what it can do to your channel. Like, you could have a short pop off that gets you tons of subscribers that just aren't interested in long form videos. It almost feels like YouTube Shorts needs to be its own app. Because it's like, I don't want to do a short and get a bunch of subscribers that then don't watch the actual content I want to make. I don't understand this. James, I'm guessing you're still in the chat. Every time I see James Solar, I imagine the son from Teletubbies. Do you see him in person or just because James Solar? Someone needs to make an edit of James Solar's face as the son from Teletubbies. James sends me a Christmas card every year. It's very nice. Or make another channel that's just shorts, but that's too much work. Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth the ROI of making a shorts channel. YouTube Shorts has indeed gotten much better, but I don't know if it actually helps the creators. It's great SEO content for how-to type stuff if you're in a jiffy. Yeah. I gotta be honest, I know this is psychotic, but occasionally when I'm browsing YouTube on my TV, it'll show you the shorts on the TV, and I don't want to just sit there and watch shorts on TV. But sometimes there's like one short that has like a really convincing premise, and I will watch the short on my TV. Just if I'm already there. I'm not going to like, oh, this looks like a good short, I need to watch that on TV. Not like that. Big C-Man has arrived. What's up, dude? Big C-Man, you're an OG of any kind of Dustin streaming content. And for that, I appreciate it. C-Vine rated us 19 minutes ago. I totally missed that. Thank you, C-Vine. 144 viewers here on this stream. Damn. Dude, 144 viewers is, well, I mean, I had a few really big Twitch streams for big events. I would never average this high back then. So thank you guys. I think streaming on YouTube is like legit awesome for my situation. Now, I have to ask you guys a question. I got to figure out how to title and make thumbnails for the streams. I've been, the last 2 weeks, I've done like, here's a main topic, right? But before I started the stream, 2 people had commented, and I think they thought that I was releasing a video live because my thumbnails for the stream are the same as my normal thumbnails. I was like, that actually might be a good point. But I also don't want to just do like a blanket stream icon. I got to figure out what the right balance is. It's also the time of day. I'm capturing the nighttime crew. That is one thing I can take advantage. I mean, sacred streaming happens during the day. A lot of people can't be there. So it's nice to provide something for people at a different time of day. I thought that too when I clicked the video. Guilty as charged. I thought this was going to be a premiering video. Okay, this is good feedback. Here's the thought process. I'll take you behind the scenes in my mind. This stream is going to exist on my YouTube channel forever. So I want it to be presentable. Maybe putting live stream in the title is the move. If you're going to keep the VOD up, why would that be a bad thing? I guess the only reason I could see it being a bad thing is if people click the video expecting a tight edited thing and then they get a live stream. And then they're like, oh, this isn't what I wanted. I wish YouTube, when this video is then presented in people's feeds, showed that it was a live video. So maybe that's why putting live in the title is the move. I think the thumbnail makes it look like a normal video. Yeah. Okay, this is good feedback, guys. I only knew about the stream because in your last video, you said you would be streaming right now. Dude, it's amazing. Who was that earlier? Adam, too, with this super chat. I'm bringing it back up. Who asked for advice for creators. It's crazy, but asking your audience to subscribe actually works, and telling your audience about things actually works. So I'm glad you said that you heard in the video that I was going to be live. You can put live in the thumbnail so it doesn't fuck up the algorithm. That's probably a good idea too. Putting live in the title and then getting like a little live icon in the thumbnail. When in your defense, we talked about keeping with the theme to live streams last week. Like remember when you promised your audience the top 10 deathcore bands of 2008? I don't know if I could name 10 deathcore bands for 2008 other than Impending Doom. Maybe the thumbnails with a particular look like that are unique to the live streams. Yeah, I got to figure it out. It'd be cool to, like, I have a format for my regular videos, like what a thumbnail's like, and then I can have a format for the stream. So, another motorcycle. There we go. More people are popping up on Twitch, though, which is cool. I miss you up on Punching Up, Dustin. Will you be checking out Pokemon Legends ZA? Pokemon Zaza, as I like to call it. If the reviews are good, I'm definitely checking it out. My YouTube homepage was Continuing Sacred, and next was you with the live notice. Choose your live. Well, it makes sense that a sacred video, it's recommending me next to it. Did you do the Daft Punk Fortnite thing? Yes, it was super cool. Did you get to play Silk Dong? I started it and I thought, now's not the time. Now is not the time. Whoops. What are you going to eat tonight? I already ate. Holly makes a dairy-free butter chicken because she is lactose intolerant, and it was fucking awesome. Dustin, have you heard from Dagan recently? I should send him a DM, see if he's amongst the living. I have not heard from Dagan recently. I talked to him briefly when his account got hacked. But I should reach out to him. I haven't talked to him in a while. What's the best low-tier frozen pizza? I'm going Red Baron. There's this type of frozen pizza that I've had a few times. It's like a Detroit-style frozen pizza that comes in like a metal, like a tin, a tray. Pretty good. It might actually just be called Detroit. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the Tostino's Party Pizza. Those are insanely cheap, but they actually are kind of fire. How do you feel about Yote so far? I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I'm happy to go over it again. It's very good. And I did the first area pretty thoroughly. I'm in my second area, and I've been pretty thorough. And I'm like, the open world game, you know. I know the format, and I'm like, this is gonna be a lot. So I'm eventually just going to start mainlining it, which always happens to me. I'll probably unlock all the weapons, but I'm just like, dude, I can't be map clearing. It's too much. How did you get connected with Colin? Real quick, I want to answer this. You should try Motor City Frozen Pizza. I think that's what I'm talking about. Motor City Frozen Pizza. Yes. Motor City Pizza. This is what I'm talking about. That shit's good. That's exactly the pizza I'm talking about. Okay, so how did I get connected with Colin? I got connected with Colin because Ben was on Fireside Chats. I met Colin there at his apartment. And then Colin said he was looking for editors on a show a few months later, and I emailed him. And the rest is history. Sounds like we're in the same spot in the game. I'm absolutely loving it. Yeah, this is not a spoiler. I'm curious about how open the game is on like which ones of the Yote 6 you can go and fight. I'm going after the Oni right now. How did Colin know Ben? So in the Fireside Chats days, people would just pitch Colin ideas to be on Fireside Chats. Ben at the time was the mayor of Butler, my hometown. And so Ben pitched Colin to be on the show. We were in Los Angeles for E3, and that's when that all happened. How stoked were you when you got the job? Very stoked. The first thing that I did for Colin was edit Knockback. The very first thing I ever did was Knockback Metal Gear Solid. And so I was just doing that part-time. I was still working my video production job for a while. It actually might have been a year or two that I was working part-time for Colin. And eventually I was editing like all of Colin's shows. And Colin asked me about doing more work, and I was like, I got to be honest, it's kind of starting to be a lot to juggle this and my other job. And then Colin was like, well, if I paid you this much and you did all of this, could you just do this? And I said, absolutely. And it was March of 2020 when I left my old job. I remember my last day was like a Wednesday, and the following day I was going to PAX East for Handsome Phantom stuff. And then when I got home, I'd be working from home, doing stuff for Colin. And then everyone was working from home. What was your old job? I worked for a video production company, like a local company here in Butler, that we would film all kinds of stuff, live events. We would film dance recitals, school musicals, local commercials. My door is opening. Stuff like that. Social media videos for people. So let me close my door. I don't want to annoy Holly deeply with blabbing. Okay. Did Colin pay better than your old job? Yes. Absolutely. I wasn't full-time at my other job, so that was part of it. There just wasn't enough work for me to do full-time. So I did get a pay increase when I moved over to working for Colin. Not like a crazy amount at the time, because I was still just doing some editing stuff for Colin. But Dustin, any tips for editing? It's the one part of video making I can't stand. Everything you need to know you can learn on YouTube. For Premiere, I don't know if I have any like specific tips. I don't know if you're using Premiere even. Holly texted me. Oh, she said, "Are you good? I heard a loud noise. Just closing my door." Okay. What was I even talking about? Oh, video editing. It's just something you get a feel for. It sounds really lame, and it goes back to what I was saying earlier, where you just gotta work at it. You know? Boots with a super chat says, do you follow Japanese pro wrestling? No, I know almost nothing about Japanese pro wrestling. I know it's a thing there, but yeah, I can't say I know anything about it, unfortunately. I'm sure it would be more interesting than regular wrestling, because it's Japan. But thank you, Boots, for that super chat. Very much appreciate it. Also, Boots, you're a channel member. Shout out. I've never been separated from the video shoot, so the edit is always easier when you control the production from start to finish. That's true. At my old job, though, I was doing a lot of Even when we were shooting like a commercial, I would be there for the shoot, and it was always more difficult if I wasn't. So Dustin's door open, just randomly opens, and then Holly hears a loud sound concerning. Holly right now probably has her AirPods in because she's listening to an audiobook. She's been listening to Brandon Sanderson. Whatever his, I know he's got like a shit ton of books. Whatever his like main fantasy series is. Okay, Adam 2 says, dude, here's a question. How do you handle so many people watching you, all the criticism? I've gotten better about this because there are critical people everywhere. And there is part of people will be like, well, people are criticizing, they're paying attention. It's true. But the hard part is that some criticism is not fair and you want to respond to it. And sometimes I do. Sometimes you just let it go. You got to find the right balance of that. So the subtle art of not giving a fuck. Dustin doesn't get criticism. That is absolutely not true. I can show you a subreddit that is full of it, full of the criticism. So try not to dwell. I always have a rule for myself that if I'm responding to someone being critical, then I want to respond to at least, 3 to 5 people that are being positive. Because I can understand the mindset. This is something a lot of different podcasters, creators, YouTubers, whatever talk about, is that you can get like 50 really nice comments and you get one comment that's kind of mean and critical and you like zone in on that. And it's like stupid. Like, why are you zoning in on the one comment that's negative when all these people like what you're doing, you know? So you got to kind of just train yourself into that. I'm not always great at it. I feel like I've gotten better though. If you don't know them personally, don't take it personal. That's true. It's just, sometimes people say things that are blatantly not true, and that's annoying. Sometimes people say things that are slightly true and hurtful, and that's the worst kind, is when they're like, fuck you, but also you're kind of right. You know? Have you thought about multi-streaming and using Twitch? I'm live on Twitch right now, baby. Twitch audience is here. All 13 of you. Some people are just downright mean. It is true. There are some things that have, like, here's something that's been eye-opening to me. And speaking specifically about Reddit, is I've often read Reddit threads and people say theories about things or people or statements or whatever. You just read them and then you kind of go on about your day. Or you're like, that's interesting. I wonder if that's true. It wasn't until I was on Reddit threads talking about me or my friends or my coworkers, of people saying things that were so unbelievably untrue or in bad faith, that I was like, so is this like a thing where the stuff I've read on other subreddits are completely wrong? Like, is this like a normal Reddit thing? And I think it is. Because I've seen that about other creators too, where I see people say things about them on Reddit, and then I'm like, what? So it is what it is. Last Stand Sub is full of maladjusted weirdos. The main subreddit has gotten all right, pretty good, and criticism is totally fine. Some people are just very, very mean about it. How cool is it that the world's largest AI is trained on Reddit? God help us all. Yeah, sounds like a scary situation when that's the case. Now, Locke said something earlier The people who criticize Dustin are pedos. Oh! Well, I'm not gonna... Locke said that. Not me. "95% of the criticism is politics related. The evil loser subreddit is hilarious. When you check their profiles, they're always into weird shit that should get them arrested." Oh geez, Locke, this is gonna show up on the subreddit now. Honestly, I don't even necessarily want to give any attention to the evil subreddit or whatever Locke called it. I've blocked it, and I also like don't really even try to read too much of our own subreddit. The times that I have read the Alter subreddit, I have seen things about me that are completely untrue and insanely insensitive. Like people saying insanely depraved things about things that have happened to me. You know, like insane stuff that I'm like, so I don't even look at it. Every once in a while, people will send me stuff that's in it, and I'm like, oh, geez. Goodness. Let's see. Good, I'll go on there and mock them again until they delete it. Locke's willing to get in and get dirty. He's willing to fight. And I respect that about him. Not for me, though. This is what happens to society when it abandons morals or religion. I think this is just what happens to society. And someone said this earlier. Oh, yeah. When you're anonymous on the internet, people show a different side of themselves. On to happier conversations. I'm doing the perfect run in Galaxy 2 now. Wish me luck, boys. Good luck to you. Guys, I'm so excited to play Galaxy 2. It's going to be great. I'm playing through 1 right now, and I'm just kind of mainlining it, but I'm going to go more in depth with 2, because I've never fully completed 2. Don't waste your time trying to be reasonable with the unreasonable. That's true. That's true. You got to focus. Like I said earlier, if I do respond to somebody, like on Twitter, like I'm never fucking responding to anybody on Reddit ever. I barely am on our Reddit. And it's funny because I've been accused of like banning people or being like, you know, controlling over there. I don't think I've ever once taken a mod action on our Reddit ever. We've set other people up to do that, but I've become a villain in that. But yeah, there's no point in being unreasonable or even worrying about it. So as I was saying, I always try to respond. I've been responding to a lot of comments on YouTube, which has been cool. Are you guys doing another in-person live event soon? Nothing planned right now. I'd love to. I would absolutely love to do another live event. I was glad to hear you talk about the difficulty in Silent Hill F. I was struggling, but thought story mode sounded like easy mode and made the switch today. It definitely is. Oh, and this is a subscriber, Chad. Thank you for that sub on Twitch. It definitely is easy mode. And something we talked about today in the spoiler cast that's going to come out on Saturday for Last Stand patrons is there needs to be like a normal mode. Okay. I can admit that using my real name has moderated my discourse online. Internet and anonymity is important, but it clearly has its downfalls. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't think I've ever... The only account that I'm anonymous on, and it wasn't even by design, is my eBay account. And I'm definitely glad my eBay account is anonymous now. I'll never tell what my eBay account is. Started Silent Hill on story action difficulty because of what you said. That's the move. The move is to play story mode first. If you want to do hard, wait till you're in New Game Plus. love Silent Hill F, but I simply don't have the time to play it 3 times to fully get the story. My recommendation, and then I'll probably leave it at this on Silent Hill, because I want people to go watch the spoiler cast, is I would say a second playthrough is worth it. It is still annoying. And then watch the true ending on YouTube. Second playthrough does add a decent amount, but Dustin Canfly 69 on AIM. Dude, shout out to AIM. AIM is where I met, like, well, not met. AIM is where I talked to the first 2 girls that I dated. I got the AIM Riz back then, boys. Just saying, like, hey, girl, what's up? I heard we go to the same school. Okay, this is a good question. Why did you delete me on PSN? Guys, I've been purging my PSN list. So no one individually has been singled out to be deleted. I just want to get back to my PlayStation where I can see what the people I really know are playing. Speaking of AIM, have you ever played Emily is Away? I know I've seen that game. I've never played it. Dude, Raguchi, my first screen name was Gamer0765. That's kind of base, dude. Gamer. I don't know if that had the AIM Riz, though, Raguchi. I'm not going to lie. I think that might have been anti-Riz. Because it's true. I've been deleting people off PSN. No offense to anybody, but I just can't, just want to be able to use it casually. The other problem too, and I mentioned this before, is just that people were, when I played Tony Hawk, like someone randomly joined my game. Or people, when I'm online, will message me about stuff, and I'm like, I'm just trying to chill out, bro. Message me on Twitter. Need to take off, Dustin, but thanks for the streaming and love your content. Thanks for all the advice. No problem, man. Happy to do it. Let's see here. Oh, another Twitch. See, okay, guys, the Twitch is paying off. From NV Jacob says, can't wait for Ninja Gaiden 4. Do you plan on playing it at release? I don't think I'm gonna have time to play it at release. Maybe. It looks cool. I think people are tweeting they got like review codes are out. So yeah, thank you for that sub. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden, we'll see. They want to be your real friend. Well, it's not impossible. There are people in the audience that I've become friends with, but it's very rare. I don't want to say it's like I'm friendly with a lot of people in the audience on an online basis. But just one of those, this is the thing. It's just that it's difficult. I think this should be true for anybody. Let's take this. I don't want to even say this from a content perspective. In real, like general life, like Facebook, I've found there are some people that use Facebook so they can stay in touch with anyone they've ever met in their life. And I think it's cool to have Facebook to like check in on people that you know or used to know or are at a different point in your life, whatever. They live far away now. But the way I view it is throughout my life, I'm going to have different friends. And you can't be at the same relationship level with anyone you've ever met at all times. There are people that I see that I used to be really good friends with. For example, the other day at the grocery store, I saw one of my old best friends. And we took, different paths in life. And when I see him, we catch up. Maybe I'll have a beer with him at some point. But we don't have to be best friends still. It's nothing negative. But I don't know. Any new ideas for sake of streaming? I'm glad Colin's back streaming, but I feel like the format of just reading super chats is getting stale. Brad is the GOAT host for Sacred Leg. Well, I feel like, I mean, we read super chats, but we're always doing other different things every stream. So we're doing different stuff. The problem is, my suggestion to Colin, this is where the tough part. When you have sacred streams, which is huge, and thank you guys. When you have that many super chats, most streamers don't read them at all, which I think is, you know, if you're big, what are you going to do? But I think they should be acknowledged. My suggestion was that we only read super chats at $4.99 or above. But I can understand that feeling douchey where it's like, oh, well, $2 isn't good enough for you. Well, it's like, man, if we want to get through these, we got so many. But that's up to Colin. That was my suggestion. It's his call. See, Summit LG is one of the few big streamers that reads almost every donation. Literally no streamer of LSM size reads every single super chat. But arguably, JD, by reading the super chat, you encourage more of them. Because people understand that it's an opportunity to have something said. I think you just need Colin to talk less on each super chat. Impossible. I think there has been a few points where I'm like, we have 15 super chats and we've been here for 3 hours. So we're trying to rip through them. You want to be respectful and give everybody, you know, if they paid, you want to give them some time. But we don't need to necessarily talk 5 minutes about each super chat. Got to get a shot caller on Frisk so she doesn't get out of frame. She was here earlier, Locke, before you got here, and she was not having it. Like, she did not want to be here. Why $4.99 and not $5? I don't know. It sounds good. $4.99 sounds right. Sacred streams are fine. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I like the format right now, currently. I think the format is working quite nicely. Someone earlier, sorry, I don't know where the chat went, said that trophy percentages are holding back the stream. I think that what Colin should do is that there's a game he doesn't want to play that's new, that he doesn't have trophies for. Make a new account that, you know, that's just for super chats. Or not super chats, what am I saying? Trophies. You really clutched it sweetly with that autism sacred stream. The baby steps one? Well, I beat baby steps, guys. It's not an easy game. Pro gamer right here. Let's see. 143 viewers. This is crazy, guys. It's awesome. Thank you, guys. This Monday stream. Oh, you're right. I guess I did win Sacred League. Surprising. We used to be celebrating Columbus Day. We don't really celebrate almost any Monday holiday at Last Stand. Streamer slot. Have you guys considered playing a multiplayer or party game? This seems like it's always single player. I've been saying I want to do Mario Party really bad. That's the main thing I want to do. So we shall see. Also, there's a new Jackbox game coming out towards the end of the month. I would love to, I know those games have streamer options. I think that would be fun, but I think you guys might be a little too heinous for that shit. Colin getting enraged by Mario Party minigames sounds hilarious. Oh, hell yeah. Mario Kart Tournament? Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart World? I mean, either one would be fine. I was thinking about Mario Kart World today. I'm like, I just don't know if I really like that game very much. It's good. It's not Mario Kart 8. Favorite DBZ character? Trunks. Sacred Streaming incorporated Colin playing more Nintendo games. That would do numbers. It would be interesting to have him play Donkey Kong Bonanza on stream. Oops. I can hear Holly talking right now. She must be on the phone. Like her mom or something. Future Trunks or Kid Trunks? Future Trunks. Make Colin play Drag X Drive. You can't make Colin do anything. But, I don't know. I've been playing with my DJI mic. I've been becoming more of a fidgeter. Holly texted me. Her grandma called. Don't sleep on Lego Party. It's pretty damn good and only $40. Lego Party, I played it at Summer Game Fest and it was fun. But I don't know if it's better than Mario Party, and I have Jamboree, but I haven't played it like a crazy amount. DEI mic? Well, might be. The DEI mic. These things are sick, dude. I gotta say, this camera, guys, this is what I've been recording all my YouTube videos on. This camera rules. It's very expensive for what it is, but what it is very good. More multiplayer. I played the retail version. I would say it is better than Jamboree. Better than Jamboree. Damn. Can we get a little spooky Halloween game? Maybe Little Nightmares on Sacred Symbols? I mean, maybe. You guys are asking me. I don't really have very much control over that. That is all Colin. So let him know on Sacred Streams what you want. What model is this? It's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Watch this. Wait. Boop. Screen flips out. Pretty cool. Wait. Boop. The YouTube quality is very nice. I enjoyed the video about PS5 Pro. Thank you. That video hit. Why not record them on the camera you are using now? Well, I wanted the DJI camera because I have ambitions of doing videos that are not just recorded right here. And I like it because it feels different than my podcasting camera. So, do I really need it? No. It's also it's super convenient for taking the thumbnail pictures too. They're so much better than my phone camera. I don't even have a bad phone. I have a iPhone 15 Pro. Those new iPhones, though, have the really nice selfie camera. Lego Party Sacred Stream would be fun with you, Colin, Micah, and another person. Could be. Papa Colin's going to have to pay for copies for everybody of a Mario or a Lego Party, though, if we do that. How long have we been going? When did this start? 7? It's been an hour 40. We can hang out for a little longer. Virgin iPhone. LOL. Is this coming from an Android user? An Android Neanderthal? Will you or someone at LSIM be playing Yuka Replayly? I played the demo and it was very good. There's just no time for it right now. Where are you in King of the Hill? We just started season 4. So there was a skydiving incident just recently. Uncharted Wolf, thanks for hanging out, dude. See you later. Android Ascendants. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Get a real phone. Get a real phone. The iPhone. I mean, look at this. Hold on a second. Let me clear. Can you do this on an Android? See how it's 3D? Whoa. Oh, wait. That went away. King of the Hill hasn't aged incredibly well. I agree. I will say that now that I'm in season 4, it's starting to get a little samey. Like I know I can know what a joke is before it happens. Thoughts on the new revocation? I have no idea what that is. Sorry. At some point when we're watching King of the Hill, I'm gonna be like, let's skip to the new stuff. Did you see Eddington? No, I'm waiting for the rental price to be $6. It's just too I'm not spending $20 to rent it. I want to though. I missed the title topic discussion. You did. Sorry. But the VOD, or you can just scroll back or whatever, scrub back to it on YouTube. Best King of the Hill episode is when Peggy goes to the border. There's the episode I watched recently where they all go to Mexico, but I haven't seen and they have to like sneak back into the US. That was a good one. But I don't think Peggy was in that one. Volunteer firefighter episode of King of the Hill is pure gold. That is a good one. That's the one you meant. Okay. Yeah, that was a good one. Are you playing Ghost? I'm literally 33 hours in and only gotten to one main story boss. I am playing it, and yes, I've been a little bit lost in the sauce. iPhone users always pull out the dumbest gimmick to try to impress. When we have this game that just fucking works, you know, or this phone that just works, the gimmicks are just bonus on top. Have you done Futurama? Holly is really into Futurama. I've seen some of it, and it's good. Boots has another super chat. Thank you, Boots. Did you ever play Michael Jackson Moonwalker? I played it. I think I played it and beat it at a free play arcade once, and it was awesome. That game is sick. I don't think I played the Genesis version. My 8-year-old is watching with me, and she wants to know why you have a Hello Kitty cup. Okay, that's a great question. Having it weird to talk to an 8-year-old on this stream, but it's my wife Holly's cup that I bought for her, and it's one of the biggest cups we have. So this is the cup that I sometimes steal it, and I like Hello Kitty. I like Sanrio. I'm a big fan of this guy right here, Pudding Chan. Pudding Chan, he's my guy. Also, Cinnamon Roll, pretty good. Just hit 80 stars in Mario Galaxy. I'm going to go for 120. Nice. I'm not going for 120. I'm just going to beat Mario Galaxy 1, and then I'm going to go hard in the paint in Mario Galaxy 2. I haven't started Galaxy 2 yet. Pudding Chan? Yeah. That's Pudding Chan. This yellow man right here. That's putting John. Are Peeps a part of the Hello Kitty lore? No, but this is just like a collab from last Easter. I like Hello Kitty. Lockmort, get to work. I wouldn't say I'm not like a huge Hello Kitty fan, but I appreciate Hello Kitty. Do you think Xbox is done with traditional hardware? Potentially. I still might do a video about Xbox. I don't know yet. I'm seeing if there's any other news that comes out, then maybe it'll be worth doing an Xbox video. If I have something to say. Her name is Kyrie. She's got a big smile on her face. Thanks, man. No problem. Kyrie, great name. Fantastic name. One of the best names. Cheers to you, Kyrie. And cheers to Hello Kitty. And now I drank one of these. I feel like my voice is... recording it, doing a stream on its own, fine. Doing a stream and a podcast on the same day, my voice starts to get messed up. Where's Phil? Where is Phil right now? There's a new rumor about Halo being in trouble right now. Isn't Halo is like in a perpetual state of being in trouble. Not surprising. This might be a boring question, but what's it like working for such a small business? I've only worked for major companies, so I'm curious what your experience is. PTO, retirement plans, insurance. At Last Stand, we don't have any of that. Paid time off, like, at least when we had Ben, I could take off. Like, when I went to Japan, I didn't, like, take a pay. Like, I got paid for the time when I was in Japan. Right now, I don't really have any ability to take time off because there's nobody to do the work I do, which kind of not ideal. We don't have a retirement plan, but I have a retirement plan that I'm a part of outside of the company. Insurance, we don't do any insurance at Last Stand. I have insurance that I get through, in Pennsylvania, it's called Penny. I don't know what that's called. So it's expensive as fuck. Like, very expensive. My fucking medical bills right now are very annoying. But you need the it's worth it. We need it. So I got laid off and have unlimited PTO, and you have no PTO. That's true. That's true. I want to go back to Japan so bad. Do you give a rat's ass about Resistance, Killzone, or SOCOM? If so, which one should Sony revive? I don't really care about any of them that much. The most interesting would be SOCOM. How's Aldi been treating you lately? I've never seen one in my life. It's been good. Holly just went and picked up groceries there today. So everything's great in the land of Aldi. I was looking into Penny when I got canned for my job, hoping I don't need to get it in the long run. Penny makes it easy. It's just, it lets you choose what level of plan you want, which is nice. We had to get a new healthcare provider because we did not want to go to the same one that we were going to. And getting the new healthcare provider was much more expensive. But we are getting much better care. So. Does Aldi do grocery pickup like Walmart? I can never go back to regular grocery shopping. I'm spoiled. I would try Aldi if they had it. Yeah, you pay a little bit more to do pickup, but that's what we do. You just say everything you want on the website, and then you drive up and they bring it out to you. was so cool when Ben shouted out Demon Turf last time he was on Summon Sign. I don't know anything about Demon Turf, but shout out to Ben. One cool thing about this Osmo, guys, this is like the little case. It has a little spot for you to put your wide angle lens in. Just clips in there. Those guys are making Bubsy 4. Whoa. Bubsy 4D, Ben. Bubsy 4D looks like it plays good. I'm still not necessarily into the 3D Bubs, like the way that they made Bubsy look. Do you ever plan on having your local game store owner on the show again? I'd be down. He has some stuff going, like he's kind of busy right now. But at some point, I'd love to do an update with him. Did you ever play Borderlands 4 thinking about picking it up? No. Not a Borderlands guy. Borderlands. Good night. Be well. Good night to you, Marco. Thanks for hanging out. What are your thoughts on the fake frames debate with multi-frame gen? Currently using it for Borderlands 4 because you have to, which is annoying, but it's actually fairly impressive. It really depends on the game. I think it's cool tech, but I don't think any developer should lean on it necessarily. What kind of videos are you making with the Osmo? That's what I'm making all my YouTube videos on right now, is the Osmo. Oh, it looks like, whoa, people are getting gift subs out the ass right now. Holy shit. Boots is going off. They just keep coming in. What the fuck, Boots? Did you give a gift membership for everybody in the chat? What is happening? My entire feed is gift memberships. Oh, 20. Holy shit. Dang. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's crazy. 20 gifted memberships. So it looks like a bunch of you now have memberships to the channel, which is a great way to support, and you get the emotes in the chat. Do you guys have you guys are able to use the emotes, right? Yeah, thank you so much, Boots. That's so very nice of you. 20, that's crazy. Really appreciate it. Okay, guys, I'm seeing the emotes in the chat. Fantastic. Do they show up? Wait. Oh, dude. They do show up. Very nice. Love to see it. Absolutely love it. Boots is the king. So very generous. That's awesome. Now everyone gets the frisk emotes. Guys, I will add more emotes, especially now that we have so many new members. I will add new emotes. They only let you add so many when you start. I think based on how many members you have. Let me look at this real quick. Earn memberships. I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out later, but I will add more emotes that you guys can use during the chat. Dude, I love this frisk picture. And the tingle is very nice. Members only stream when? That's, I guess, a good question. I want to just keep doing this and riding it out for now. But, and I guess the question is, if I'm going to do bonus content, I don't really want to do it through YouTube memberships. I want YouTube memberships to be for the emotes, which is why I have it set so cheap. It's just for the emotes, a way to support. It's mostly just a way, it's like a tip jar, you know? So eventually, if I am doing like members only streams or something, that would maybe be through Patreon. But that's so far away, guys. This channel's still a little baby channel. We did get a super chat in from Greg, who says, just bought a 55-inch OLED and it's beautiful. Kind of unimpressed with how blurry it gets when moving though. And the blur reduction causes ghosting. Any tips? Trying to think, for a 55-inch an OLED, you shouldn't really be getting blur. I guess the blur reduction and ghosting. That sounds weird. What I would do is I would go to your YouTube or go to YouTube and search the name of the TV that you bought and then search like calibration or like setup guide. And someone has figured that out. That's what I always do, is just see like, have people tell me what things are, you know, to turn off, to turn on in order to get the best picture out of it. Sorry, I can be more helpful than that though. The blur reduction, the ghosting is the weird part. I could see like judder or like it kind of like can, because it refreshes so fast, you know, but the ghosting is something that's a little weird. Oh, okay, Goku for Pope says artings or ratings.com. Highly recommend ratings.com. Would be worth checking out. But Greg, thank you for that super chat. Very much appreciated. Yeah. HD TV test is the GOAT. Yeah, he rules. Vincent Tijo. This was from earlier, but Donald C says, sup Dusty, making a very Americanized tacos tonight for dinner. Dude, there's nothing wrong with white people taco night. I gotta recommend though, white people taco bowl night. Holly and I have switched to eating only taco bowl instead of just regular tacos. And it's been great. You get lots of leftovers. Just get some, you know, ground beef with the seasoning, rice, cilantro, black beans, sauces, some chips. And you can add, use some daisy sour cream. I'm not into sour cream, but there's nothing wrong with that. Chipotle taco bowl is goated. I do love Chipotle. I rarely get the bowl. I'm more of a burrito man. Guys, I could eat Chipotle, I think, every day of my life. I don't know if I could literally afford it, but I don't want to. Trails in the sky when? Never. Maybe at some, dude, it's just too crazy right now. There's too much stuff for me to commit to a JRPG like that. Have you tried the new chimichurri sauce at Chippers? I have tried it. I don't really like it. I don't think it's bad. If you really like garlic and you like adding oil, it's like just like straight up oil that you can add to stuff, which if you're into that, cool. Chipotle sponsor when? They don't need to, dude, I'm talking about Chipotle now. They don't have to pay me to do that. I mean, I would gladly accept anything from Chipotle. They don't even need to pay me. They just are like, hey, here's some free food and some swag. I'm cheap, baby. I would do it. I would sell out to Chipotle. Speaking of tacos, Taco Bell is superior to Del Taco, and I'm tired of Colin's false rhetoric. Overall, Taco Bell is the better establishment. Of the one time I went, I really can't judge Del Taco based on the one time that I've been there. The tacos at Del Taco were better. But, dude, Taco Bell, dude, the quesadilla, dude. I love it. I love it. They really are way overcharging for the quesadilla at Taco Bell. Dude, it's like compared to the other items, it's like why would I? Because they know you like it. They know you're gonna buy this stupid quesadilla, and I do. Would you do an Adam and Eve sponsorship? I've seen other YouTubers a long time ago do that. I mean, sure. I wouldn't do that one for free though. Taco Bell breakfast elite. Do they even still do it? It was elite. I don't know if any of around me do it still. Heard the McDonald's is price gouging. I mean, always. They didn't used to, I guess. Isn't the quesadilla like $9 or something? I think it's like 6 or 7 around me. It probably depends on where you are. Samurai James, what's up, dude? Breaking news, NSO update, NES. All right, let's peep this. Is the poll still running? It might be. End poll. I've never done that before, so I didn't know how to do it. I'm not seeing anything about Nintendo NES update. Are you lying to me, boy? Boy. Ordinary Sausage had an amazing Adam and Eve sponsored video. At some point, I mean, it would be awesome to have sponsorships on my videos. I don't know if I get enough consistent views in order to do that. Okay, let me just go to the Nintendo Twitter account. Bubsy, Mario and Wario, Bubsy, Fatal Fury. That seems like a pretty good addition. I liked that Bubsy game when I was a kid. Not gonna lie. I did like it. Stream started 2 hours ago. Damn. I actually was about to say, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Is Defining Duke done yet? Yes. Oh wait, no, it's not. I still have to do Defining Duke tonight. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice between the other podcast and this. So I should probably chill out for a little bit. But thank you guys for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Jimmy is in the chat. He said, you can definitely get sponsors. Guys, it's time to sell out. Time to sell out. Make some of that cash. What's the worst possible sponsorship I could do? Because I'm doing it. Drink warm tea. Damn, I missed the stream. Hey, the replay is here for you. Jimmy just reinvigorated me for a second to keep going. But yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do. Really would appreciate that. Thank you guys for all your super chats. Thank you, Boots, and everyone else who did a membership for the channel for the emotes. New videos, of course, every week. Sacred streaming on Monday. Sacred symbols on Friday. Lots of options out there. So really appreciate you guys hanging out. This has been fun. We'll see you next Wednesday, of course, as well, for the next one. And we'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Okay, goodbye.